In the year 2016, YouTube film criticism is now extinct. Countless innocent lives were taken. So far, only 2 survive. So far, only 1 survives. The lone survivor hides in a shelter filled with grief. His whole catastrophe is his fault. Due to his incompetence, all his friends are dead. Their innocent blood on his hands, all because he didn't review X-Men Days of Future Past on time. It was so bloody easy to avoid this horrible future.
Alright, I get it. You don't have to be a dick about it. Chris, great news. I actually know a way that we can prevent all these events from happening. Really? The sad thing is, I'm desperate enough to believe you. I'm gonna send you back in time. Okay, how? Do you have a phone booth, police box, DeLorean? No. Through your mind. That's completely idiotic, but screw it. Let's try it. Alright, now, this is your first time, so I will be gentle. Alright, time to review it. Just like old times. After all, it would appear that the fate of the future depends on this review.
With a beaver cap and a checkered tie, let's see what he has to say. What's he got for us this time? They're probably Blu-rays.
Aficionados Chris.
It's a guilty pleasure.
Aficionados Chris.
It's a common measure.
Aficionados.
Shadow lights, shoot the camera, smile for the world in panoramas. He likes to impersonate walk on.
Hey everybody, Aficionados Chris here, and today I'm going to be talking about a Blu-ray release of what is right now my 5th favorite movie of the entire year so far, and the 7th entry into the X-Men franchise overall, and probably right now my favorite in the franchise. And that film is, of course, X-Men Days of Future Past. A lot of you probably remember that I actually did review this film when it was originally in theaters and given it high praise, calling it one of my favorite X-Men movies, if not my absolute favorite X-Men movie right now, and one of my favorite movies of the year. But unfortunately I had to take that video down due to the several copyright claims I kept getting, kept trying to fight, so eventually I just gave up and deleted the video. So now the film is available on Blu-ray and I can basically review the film all over again on, well, my preferred format. Like I said earlier, X-Men Days of Future Past is not only one of my favorite movies of the year so far, but it's quite honestly of all the X-Men movies I've seen. And as of making this video, I have yet to see either of the Wolverine movies, be it Origins or The Wolverine. I have yet to see any of those movies. I've heard mixed things about them, but I will check them out eventually. But of the X-Men movies I've seen, Days of Future Past, at least right now, has stuck with me a lot, and I've been rewatching it so many times. It's one of those movies that the more I watch it, the more I love it. Perhaps I'm a little biased because the Days of Future Past storyline is actually my favorite X-Men story that they've done, either in comic book form, in television form. I've seen it on the animated series, I've seen it on Wolverine and the X-Men. I've always really had a fascination with time travel storylines, and since I love this movie so much, I actually went out of my way to get the Target exclusive MetalPak, and I absolutely love it. Ever since the Godzilla MetalPak that came out, I've actually been really impressed with some of these. Unlike the Godzilla one, this is a lot easier to find because it's a Target exclusive, so more than likely your Target probably has it. And I've heard from a lot of friends who picked it up that they've actually been finding their copies for $17.99, which is actually less than I originally paid because I pre-ordered this. So pick it up if you would really like it. It's not a necessity. And one thing I should mention is that if you want this film in 3D, the MetalPak does not come with the 3D Blu-ray. It is just 1-disc Blu-ray. It does have a digital copy, much like the other release, but it really isn't a big deal to me because I don't really care about getting the film in 3D. It's really not my thing, but I just really wanted to have the movie in some cool collector's packaging, and just to have the movie in general. So if you have your heart set on getting this film in 3D, I'd say skip the MetalPak, unless you like double dipping and would love to have both the 3D version and the MetalPak for collectability. More power to you. I highly recommend that instead. This Blu-ray actually comes with a lot of cool bonus features, and as I understand, nothing is exclusive to the MetalPak other than the casing, but there's a lot of cool bonus features which include some deleted scenes with an optional commentary by Bryan Singer. But the coolest thing of all, and as I understand this is in all the Blu-ray copies, is a little booklet inside of X-Men Days of Future Past fan art. There's some really beautiful artwork in here, and it's very amazing that this film has actually inspired so many artists to create these wonderful pieces of work. So if you're an X-Men fan and have somehow not seen this movie yet, it is a must-see. It's one of my favorite X-Men movies, and right now it's one of my favorite movies of the year. Right up there with films like Godzilla, Guardians of the Galaxy, Lego Movie, Muppets Most Wanted, X-Men Days of Future Past is right up there with those. I absolutely adore this movie. I've watched it 3 times since I've owned it, and I will definitely be watching it many more times in the future. Probably will be watching it again tonight because I just love this movie so much. Only gets better more times I watch it. But like I said earlier, I only recommend this Target exclusive MetalPak if you're a collector and do not care about getting the film on 3D Blu-ray. If you are looking forward to getting it in 3D, don't get the MetalPak because it does not include it. But I still think it's a really nice package. I highly recommend it for collectors everywhere. And I mean, come on, X-Men, Wolverine, a MetalPak. It just seems like a match made in heaven, doesn't it? So that's my review of the X-Men Days of Future Past Target exclusive Blu-ray MetalPak. I hope you enjoyed the video, and please have a wonderful day. Goodbye.
Congratulations! You just finished my video. Pat yourself on the back. After you're done doing that, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you'd like to support my future videos, you can donate to my Patreon page. You can donate as little as $1 and cancel anytime. Everyone who donates gets their names at the end of the credits of every video, just like these awesome patrons. If you'd like updates on future projects, you can like my Facebook page and follow me on Twitter. You're still watching? Well, here's a prize. You can watch some of my previous videos by clicking the annotations here.